Welcome to the third part of my practice videos. This one is how to practice. So once we're warmed up, once we've identified the areas that we need to practice, we need to know how to practice them. Well, the first thing with practicing is it has to be slow and it has to be correct. So don't play anything too fast and stumble. Always find a tempo, find a dynamic range, or for high passages you might learn them down the octave first and gradually build up. Now what I advocate is practicing certain sections over and over again. Repetition is very important, slow correct repetition. But don't do the same thing over and over again. You kind of got to trick your brain into learning, like into being in its full capacity so that you can concentrate the best. I find if I do the same thing over and over again, I go into autopilot. That's not what we want. So say I can identify in my piece three phrases. I've got phrase A, B and C. And I need to practice those. I can't play them fast enough. There's one thing that I can't play high enough. And so I need to practice them slowly and build them up. Well, I'll first practice phrase A, and I'll practice it till I can get it correct. So I won't just play it incorrect. I'll slow it down. I'll do any techniques that I need to do. Play it legato, play it staccato, and I'll do that until it's correct. Then I'll move on. I'll practice B and I'll practice C. Then I'll keep going and I'll go back to C and I'll practice that again. Maybe slowly increasing the tempo or the range. Then I'll practice A. Then I'll practice B. Then I might practice C again, but then I'll practice B and practice A. These are phrases that I'm working on. So by the time I've gone through, I've practiced every section 5 times, but not consecutively. Okay, and if I do that, and every time I concentrate on getting it correct, and then I repeat it 5 times throughout my practice session, it should be more solidified in my brain. And then I'll come back again tomorrow and I might be able to increase the tempo more. But it's very important to practice, identify what to practice, but not practice it over and over again in a row. You've got to practice it with your mind always very, very active.